Whoever said that all the fun stuff has to be reserved for summer? Welcome to MojoTravels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top winter festivals in Europe. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to MojoTravels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at some of the most unique and exciting winter festivals across the continent. Fête du Citron, Menton, France. The French Riviera is a destination world-renowned for its beautiful Mediterranean coastline, incredible beaches, breathtaking architecture, and inviting winter, not to mention the casinos, markets, food, and wine. The town of Menton is just one of the various coastal towns that make up the French Riviera, but it's got charm to spare in the form of boutiques and narrow cobblestone streets. Come February, however, this little town undergoes an awe-inspiring transformation for its annual Fête du Citron, which translates to Lemon Festival. The town only has a population of approximately 28,000 people, but the Fête du Citron sees that number swell by over 200,000 visitors during the festivities. Each year, the citrus harvest is celebrated with a number of elaborate and massive sculptures made up of the area's world-renowned oranges and lemons, typically designed around a specific annual theme. It goes without saying, but this is one of the most unique art displays you'll ever see, and one of the best-smelling festivals anywhere in the world. So much for snow and ice. Up Hellier, Lerwick, Scotland. Do you like Vikings? If your answer is yes, or you're simply curious as to why we'd ask you that, you might want to consider checking out the wonderfully titled Up Hellier. Held every winter across the Shetland Islands of northern Scotland, Up Hellier celebrates the Viking heritage of the area, and does so with a community-minded and epic display that surely would have made their marauding ancestors proud. Of the dozen or so Up Hellier celebrations over the winter months, Lerwick is home to the biggest of the bunch in January. Up to 1,000 men in costume, divided into dozens of different squads, go on the march, putting on one heck of a parade performance. Leading the festival is the honorary Jarl, and he and his Jarl squad, dressed in full Viking regalia. The climax of the festival is the ceremonial boat burning. Each year, a Viking longboat replica is built, only to be burned down by the torch-bearing participants. Now that's a party. Amsterdam Light Festival, Amsterdam, Netherlands. For those who like nighttime displays of color minus all the smoke and fire, might we recommend the Amsterdam Light Festival. Held annually, usually from November and February, this event brings together artists from across the Netherlands and around the globe in order to put together awe-inspiring works of art made of light. Now, as anyone who's visited Amsterdam can attest, this is already one beautiful city. Between the architecture and the canals, be it day or night, Amsterdam has got a real fairy tale quality to it, even though excessive tourism is taking its toll. But when you add dozens of unique and surreal luminescent art installations into the mix, Central Amsterdam takes on an entirely new identity. Part of the Light Festival experience is simply walking around the city, discovering the works of art as you go. But for those really looking to get the most out of the festival, we recommend taking one of the officially partnered nighttime boat tours, which lets you appreciate the installations from one of the city's favorite perspectives, the canals. Krampus Parade, Salzburg, Austria. Oh, did you think Up Hellier was intense? Trust us, you ain't seen nothing yet. Krampus makes the winter festivities of the Shetlands look tame by comparison. Most times of the year, a trip to famous Salzburg is a peaceful and relaxing one. Nestled in the foothills of the Alps, this Austrian city draws in travelers with the Baroque architecture of its historic center and its ties to classical music. It was the birthplace of Mozart himself. But as Christmas approaches in December, Salzburg undergoes a transformation most sinister as the streets become overrun with monsters. Paying homage to pagan tradition and folklore, the people of Salzburg dress up in the terrifying costumes of mythical goat demon Krampus and his evil elves, the Perchten, in order to scare away malicious winter spirits and scare kids. There are a number of Krampus-related events that occur throughout Austria in and around Christmas time, but the Salzburg Krampus Parade is among the most memorable and large-scale. Hyde Park Winter Wonderland, London, England. Not interested in Christmas with a horrific Halloween twist? Then we recommend making a trip to London during the winter season, where the holiday festivities are a bit more conventional, though nonetheless memorable. Hyde Park Winter Wonderland is a relatively recent addition to Europe's celebratory calendar, having only had its inaugural edition in 2007. But it has quickly become a beloved tradition that warms the hearts of millions of holiday revelers, both London locals and from around the world. From mid-November until early January, a large portion of Hyde Park plays host to this massive holiday-themed fair. Here you'll find the UK's largest temporary outdoor rink, an ice sculpture display, over 100 amusement park rides, a children's area called Santaland, a marketplace, a performance space, a massive Ferris wheel, a Bavarian village, a bar on a carousel, and even more. The Hyde Park Winter Wonderland is the sort of place where even the biggest Grinch is sure to rediscover their holiday cheer. Fête des Lumières, Lyon, France. When you've seen one light festival, you haven't seen them all. Not by a long shot. And while the Menton Lemon Festival already took us to France, you'll find very little in way of overlap at Lyon's Fête des Lumières. Held annually in early December, this festival of lights is deeply rooted in tradition, yet it's also a massive showcase of technological advances in lighting. Historically, the people of Lyon have placed candles along their windowsills as a show of thanks to the Virgin Mary, to whom they prayed to save them from the plague in the mid-17th century. They also celebrate with a procession to the Basilica of Notre-Dame de Fourvière, which, along with the statue of the Virgin Mary erected outside the basilica in 1852, serves as a focal point for the festivities. Though the Fête des Lumières only lasts 4 days, it draws anywhere between 3 and 4 million visitors each year, with its spectacular light installations. The images projected onto the basilica are utterly surreal, as are the various shows and displays found throughout the city. Venice Carnival, Venice, Italy. This unique and iconic Italian city is a place of magic and enchantment. To walk its picturesque streets or take a gondola ride along its breathtaking canals is to step into a fairy tale right out of a storybook. Of course, over-tourism is definitely a problem in Venice, and on any given day, it can feel like the city is almost exclusively populated by outsiders. But for those who find themselves turned off by the literal boatloads of tourists, Carnival is the answer. This yearly festival is held every February, sometimes running into March, and is instantly recognizable for the elaborate masks and costumes worn by the revelers. It's a festival rich in history that dates back hundreds of years, and these days during Carnival, it feels as if the city has traveled back in time to a more decadent era. Masquerade balls, parades both on water and through the streets, feasts, costume contests, performances, Carnival is Venice at its most vibrant and enchanting. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MojoTravels and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.